So you're from Harlem.
From Harlem.
Okay, so are you Knicks, Yankees?
Okay.
What are you like? What's your through line here?
Well,
New York sports. What
Knicks. I fell off the wagon after 90s, early 2000. It was tough. That was a tough road tough torch to carry.
Yep.
The Knicks are doing well now. They're doing very well. They made playoffs last year. I'm liking their trajectory.
Okay.
So so I loved it. Now it's not that I went to somebody else. It was just tough being a Knicks fan. It's not like I went to the Lakers or I went to the Clippers. It wasn't that. I just was like, come on, guys, we're in New York. It's supposed to be the greatest city in the world,
yes,
and
sir.
Our teams suck. What's going on? But I've always been a Yankees. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, I was more Mets, the bad boys of, baseball.
Sure. Strawberry Gooden.
I mean, you couldn't beat those guys. I mean, those guys were tough.
Keith Hernandez.
Yeah, exactly. They would, and if one got into a fight, they all came out of the dugout, and it was mayhem.
And then Gary Carter was the Captain America of this whole thing.
Exactly.
Right.
But I'm always rooting for New York teams. Always.
Right. Okay.
I root for the Giants. I mean. Jets are tough. The Giants are tough, right? I mean, it's
the Jets are a bridge too far for you.
I mean, and the funny thing
bridge
is
and tunnel too far. The Jets.
It's a tough one.
Sure.
They give you a hard way to go. But I love watching the Hard Knocks. Training camps.
Sure.
I love seeing the preseason and even the midseason because I really get to kind of get into who these players are, even the players that don't have the big names and, people that are trying to come up.
Yeah.
And so you wind up kind of rooting for them because you feel like you get to know them.
Yeah, sure.
But they can be disappointing. But, hopefully we'll see, a brighter day.
Okay. Mekhi Phifer here on the Rich Eisen Show. That's a diehard Celtic fan over there. Tell him who you saw in the Bahamas on Friday.
Oh, man, I saw Tatum. We were hanging out, man. We were hanging out in the Bahamas. I was there with my wife and bumped into him at a club in the hotel. Okay. And we chopped it up. I rooted for him. I said, "Yo, man, I'm rooting for you in the All-Star game." Mm-hmm. And life was good.
So he left his defense in the Bahamas? What are you saying?
I think everybody left their defense in the Bahamas.
I think so, right?
Look, I love the games where it's really challenging. It's interesting because when I was growing up, the East versus West was a serious.
Hell yeah.
When Kobe was there, even before Kobe. I mean, it was when Ewing and Jordan. I mean, Dominique Wilkins. I mean, Spud Webb, whatever.
Yes.
That was a real rivalry. Isaiah Thomas. I mean, that was real. People wanted to win, and
everybody wanted to beat Isaiah.
Oh, I know. I mean, but hey, man, and that's what I loved about it. And people, you couldn't just go through the paint and score and make a layup, and now it's like a 3-point contest / let them make a layup. Nobody touches them. Everybody's walking. What is that? Why? What's this 4 and 5 steps nonsense? Like, growing up, I played a lot of ball.
Okay.
Being a New Yorker, so I was always at the Rucker. I was a part of many teams, the Yes tournaments, Douglas tournaments, all of the contests in school, everything. And two steps. That's it. I don't get the 3-4 steps. Well, I just don't get it. The double dribbles, when you come off the pivot, that's a walk.
It's called a Euro step, actually.
Man, we're not in Europe. We are in the United States of America, damn it, and I wanted to stay that way.
Who did you see play at Rucker? Who did you see?
Oh, man, everybody. Rafer. Skip to Malou, Escalade. I mean, all of them, the Professor, all of those cats, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, all of the dudes that play great street ball. Rafer made it out, obviously. But man, that was some of the most dynamic ball playing.
What was that like? I mean, what was that like?
It was awesome, man. And I knew the guys that sort of ran the Rucker. Uh-huh. So we would come with our own little chairs, that you get from a sporting goods store or whatever, and they would let us just sit right there on the ground and with our chairs, and then you had my man on the mic who always gave people nicknames, and the people climbing, they'd be on the fence, just stuck on the fence. Sure. Watching the games on the roofs of the school. There's nothing like the Rucker. There's nothing like the Rucker. I mean, nothing like it.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.